The restaurant had gone completely silent. Mia stood beside table 12 with tears streaming down her cheeks. Her hands trembled as she held a broken glass on the tray. Across from her stood a wealthy-looking woman named Vanessa, furious because Mia had accidentally spilled a few drops of wine on her expensive dress. "You ruined this," Vanessa shouted. "I'm so sorry, ma'am," Mia whispered. "It was an accident. I'll pay for the cleaning." Vanessa laughed bitterly. "You? Pay for this? Do you even know how much this dress costs?" Mia lowered her eyes. She had been working double shifts just to pay rent and help her sick mother. She couldn't afford to lose this job. "I really am sorry." Vanessa suddenly slapped her. The sound echoed through the restaurant. Mia stumbled backward, covering her cheek. A few customers gasped, but nobody moved. "You should be more careful," Vanessa snapped. Mia's eyes filled with tears. "I understand. Please just let me clean the table." Vanessa stepped forward again. "You think one apology fixes everything?" She raised her hand for another slap. But before her palm could come down, someone caught her wrist. Everyone turned. A tall, muscular woman wearing a black leather jacket stood beside Mia. She had broad shoulders, powerful arms, and an expression so calm that it was more intimidating than anger. "That's enough," the woman said. Vanessa stared at her. "Let go of me." The muscular woman released her immediately. Vanessa rubbed her wrist. "Do you have any idea who I am?" "No," the woman replied, "and I don't care." A nervous murmur passed through the restaurant. Vanessa pointed at Mia. "That waitress embarrassed me." "No," the woman said. "You embarrassed yourself." Vanessa's face turned red. "You're defending a servant?" The muscular woman's eyes hardened. "She is a person. You don't get to hit someone because you're angry." Mia wiped her tears. "Please," she whispered. "I don't want any trouble." The woman turned toward her and softened. "You didn't cause this trouble." Then she faced Vanessa again. "You can complain about the service. You can ask for a manager. You can leave. But you don't get to put your hands on another human being." Vanessa looked around, expecting someone to support her. Instead, several customers were staring at her with disgust. The restaurant manager finally approached. "Ma'am, I'm afraid you'll have to leave." "What?" Vanessa shouted. "I'm a VIP customer." "And she's still a customer," the manager replied. "But nobody here has the right to assault our employees." Vanessa threatened to sue, call the owner, and destroy the restaurant's reputation. The muscular woman simply stood there. "Go ahead," she said. "And make sure you tell them you struck a waitress twice." Vanessa froze. The woman reached into her jacket and showed her phone. "I recorded everything." The restaurant became silent again. Vanessa's, nervously. "Yes, sir." Daniel looked at Emma. "You've been working here all this time?" She nodded. "I needed money. My younger brother is in college." Victoria suddenly looked at the handbag on the table, then at Emma's red cheek. The anger in her face disappeared, replaced by shame. "Emma," she whispered. Emma looked at her. Victoria swallowed hard. "I was wrong." Nobody moved. Victoria stood slowly. "I was angry about my bag and I behaved horribly. There is no excuse for what I did." Emma didn't respond. Victoria reached into her purse, but Daniel stopped her. "Don't try to buy forgiveness." Victoria lowered her hand. He was right. She looked at Emma again. "I am truly sorry." Emma touched her cheek and quietly said, "I accept your apology." Daniel stepped beside Emma. "You saved my life once," he said. "Today you reminded me that money means nothing if we forget how to treat people." The next morning, Emma received a phone call from Daniel. He offered her a position managing guest relations at one of his hotels, with a salary several times higher than what she earned at the restaurant. Emma hesitated. "I don't want this because you feel guilty." Daniel smiled. "It's not guilt. It's respect." Months later, Emma stood in the lobby of that hotel wearing a professional suit, greeting guests with confidence. Her brother had graduated from college. Her life had changed. And Victoria? She personally apologized to Emma again, and this time, without cameras, money, or excuses. Because that night, Victoria learned a lesson she would never forget. A designer bag could be replaced. A reputation could be repaired. But kindness, dignity, and a human life were worth far more than anything money could buy. Confidence disappeared. She grabbed her purse and stormed toward the exit. Before leaving, she turned back. "You'll regret humiliating me." The muscular woman smiled faintly. "No, you'll regret forgetting that money doesn't make you better than anyone else." The door slammed. Mia stood frozen, tears still on her face. "Thank you," she whispered. The woman nodded. "What's your name?" "Mia. I'm Rachel." Mia gave a small smile. "I don't know how I can repay you." Rachel shook her head. "You don't owe me anything." Then she noticed Mia's bruised cheek. "Actually, there's one thing you can do." "What?" "Don't let someone else's cruelty convince you that you're weak." Mia's eyes filled with fresh tears. Later that evening, Rachel returned to the restaurant. But this time, she wasn't wearing her leather jacket. She wore a formal suit. Mia stared in surprise when the manager introduced her as the restaurant's new owner. Rachel smiled. "I bought this place last month. Today was supposed to be my first visit." Mia couldn't believe it. Rachel looked around the restaurant. "And after what I saw today, I've decided something." Everyone listened. "From now on, every employee here will know one thing. You deserve respect no matter what your job title says." Mia smiled through her tears. For the first time that night, she didn't feel like the helpless waitress who had been slapped. She felt seen, and Rachel knew that sometimes the strongest person in the room wasn't the one who could hit the hardest. It was the one who had the courage to stand between cruelty and someone who couldn't defend herself. That night, Mia went home with more than her paycheck. She went home believing in herself again. And Vanessa? She learned a lesson money could never buy. You can purchase expensive things, but you can never purchase the right to disrespect another human being.